Hello, friends. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's recent wedding in Venice reminded me of Edward Everett Hale's Civil War story, The Man Without a Country, in which the protagonist declares himself disgusted with the United States. As a result, he's sentenced to spend the rest of his life at sea without ever being able to go home, or even to hear news from home. How curious, then, that the 1% choose the self-imposed sentence of drifting through life on super yachts. I'm thinking of folks like Mr. Bezos, who's well known for owning a yacht so huge that a smaller one had to convey its passengers from it into the port of Venice. One journalist speculates that the billionaire class lives on these opulent boats because they're discreetly mobile. Able to whisk themselves out of sight at a moment's notice, they're like mini-states which allow their passengers to escape from politics in all its forms. So isn't it ironic that the owners of these floating palaces are the folks who've brought us globalism? Their products and systems have made us all, in some sense, people without a country, citizens of an amorphous yet omnipresent universe, a homogenized mass of consumers. Yet the idea of folks who float around in a kind of detached citizenship is hardly new. It's at least as old as the first Christians, who didn't think much of earthly countries. Our citizenship isn't heaven and all that. You probably know that in English, the Latin motto for the Order of Canada is, "They desire a better country." It comes from the letter to the Hebrews and was suggested by Herb O'Driscoll, a legend of our church. He suggested it knowing it's not just recipients of the order who desire a better country, for all of us do. A country which doesn't turn us into a homogenized mess, isn't built to favor the 1% and is open to all. One you get to by boat. The part of the church where we all sit is called the nave, from navis, the Latin word for ship. Because the church is the ship which carries us over the seas of life and beyond our contrived borders. It's the largest one ever built. The city-state called the kingdom, on which we, unlike Hale's protagonist, will never stop hearing the news of the country we desire. The good news of faith, hope, and love.